Imagine you are idling at a red light and your engine starts surging and bucking so hard it feels like a wild horse trying to throw you out of the seat, or maybe it just flat out stalls every time you take your foot off the gas. This frustrating scenario is a classic symptom of the code P02CF, which means your exhaust gas recirculation valve designated as B is mechanically stuck in the open position. Your engine uses this system to take a small amount of spent exhaust gas and route it back into the intake manifold to be burned again, which might sound strange, but it actually lowers your combustion temperatures and significantly reduces the toxic nitrogen oxide emissions that cause smog. This particular code is found on vehicles with a step-down EGR valve that operates in different stages depending on how hard you are pressing the gas and how fast you are moving. When the computer commands that valve to close but the feedback signal shows it is still gaping wide open, it acts like a massive vacuum leak that confuses the engine management system and makes your idle go crazy. The absolute number one villain in this story is carbon buildup. Because the valve is constantly breathing dirty exhaust, thick black soot from the detergents in modern fuel eventually cakes the inside of the mechanism and the intake passages until the internal plunger gets physically jammed solid. This is especially common on vehicles that have crossed the 100,000-mile mark. To diagnose this properly, you need a good scan tool so you can compare the desired position against the actual position of the valve in real time. They should move together in perfect harmony. If the computer asks for 0% but the sensor says 40%, you know exactly where the problem is. If the valve is easy to get to, your first step should be to unbolt it and look inside. If you see a chunk of carbon wedged in the plunger, you can often save a fortune by just cleaning it out with some heavy-duty solvent instead of buying a brand new one. If the valve is physically clean but still will not move, you need to use your digital multimeter to check the control solenoids and the position sensor itself. You want to verify the reference voltage and ground circuits are solid because a broken wire can fake a stuck valve signal. Just remember to let the computer enter readiness mode after your repair to make sure that check engine light stays off for good. This emission stuff can be a headache, but keeping that valve moving freely is the best way to keep your engine running smooth and your exhaust clean for the next generation.